Mr. Todd and Miss Stephanie here. We are coming to you with another craft. This one involves Genesis 37 with Joseph and his
ornate robe or coat of many colors.
Ornate robe. I can't seem to remember that phrase. So the supplies that you need are some yarn or string. This kind of string is like what you would use for cross stitching or embroidery. Excuse me, or making friendship bracelets, so you might have some of that around. And you need some cardstock or some kind of thick paper. If you don't have cardstock, that's okay. You can use an actual card. You can use a cereal box or some other kind of box that you cut, and or piece of cardboard or whatever. And so the first thing I've folded mine in half so that I'm cutting out two at once. This one I'm making have a V-neck, so I'll kind of cut my V out. And you might want to draw yours on before you start cutting. That's probably the best idea. I did not draw mine. I'm just going to freehand it, but that's no big. So we're going to just kind of go down through there and cut it out. I can make the bottom a little bit rounded if you want. And you will have a coat, because I had mine folded over. I actually have two coats, and I'm just going to cut them across there. And you can round off those shoulders if you want to. But so we always kind of talk about how we learn from mistakes. So let me show you one of the mistakes that I made whenever I started doing this. My first coat I made in this shape right here. And what happened, because it was not straight down and it's coming out like this, is whenever I started wrapping my string, it started falling off and it got all clumpy and it was just no good. So if you're going to use something like this, instead of making the bottom of your coat straight, then you're going to have to use some tape on the back to keep your string from sliding on these slanted areas, okay? So this is one that I have already started, and I already have some tape on the back. So Mr. Todd's going to start his, and he's going to tape down the little piece back there on the back. And so again, since I've already started this with skinny string, I just want to show you though that you could also use some yarn. And so you're just going to wrap it and go all sorts of different directions with it. And we're going to be layering colors. So you'll just wrap it around, and then whenever you get to the arm part, you'll have to go like over the shoulders and then around the arms, and then whenever you're headed back up, you can kind of cross it in the opposite direction so that you, and so as you add colors to your coat or your robe, your colors are just going to be crossing over one another. And so we want to let some of those colors show through. So you can kind of see whenever I've gone back with my new color, I've crossed over, and on my way back through, I kind of crossed in a little bit of a different direction. And so I taped it before I got started. I need to tape it wherever I end up, because my piece might only be as long, like I might end on the arm or something. That's fine. So I'm taping across the back, and then so each time whenever you're starting another color, and this might also look nice if you start out with your coat kind of being colored. So like, let's say that I was using my Rice Krispies box to make it, and so that box already has some color to it before I ever start. Or if I'm just using maybe this promotional material that my parents got in the mail that just happens to be on some cardstock, it might already have some color on it. or I can use my plain old white thing and I can color it, and then that way I've got some background color too. So you're just gonna wrap and wrap around, and again, it's fine to leave some white space. It's fine to do a mixture of thick colors and thinner colors. I could even use ribbon if that's what you wanted to do, and you just get creative with it and make it your own. And so you guys enjoy making this. Just do it however you want. Yours should not look exactly like ours. And we hope that you have fun. We love you. Bye.